I've had the wonderful opportunity of meeting almost 20 experts in the field of anxiety. And in this showcase series, each one of them offers about 10 minutes of their wisdom. I'd also like to share what I've been doing with my own approach to overcoming the fear of speaking. I'm Doreen Downing. I'm a psychologist, a mindfulness teacher, and I've been training director of Speaking Circles International, an organization that's dedicated to helping people be authentic and present and connected whenever they speak. And some of what I've been able to pull together, not just from my own experience as a psychologist, mindfulness teacher, and training director, comes from my own experience of having stage fright. And it would probably surprise many people who knew me when I did have stage fright, because I had a PhD in psychology already. And it wasn't until somebody confronted me when I said, I cannot offer anything at the conference because I don't want to get up in front of a crowd and speak. And he said, but Dr. Hamilton, isn't fear your business? Yeah. So I finally launched into my own journey. And that's what I think that being with fear, overcoming it, however you want to language it, in other words, how to really be able to be fully confident and be fully confident in your own body and in your own uh, passion in whatever it is you want to share. I think that being confident has to do with being connected to who you are. So that's why I don't work on helping people make better speeches. I mean, I will when we get there, but where I start is helping people get to know who they are, who they really are. And so as a psychologist, first in my approach to working with people with anxiety is to look at the root. What is the root of this anxiety? It had to come from somewhere. You aren't just born. You might be have been born like I was as an introvert, but you actually are shaped by your environment. And that's psychology 101, actually, isn't it? That the way that you were treated as a child or the experiences that you had have influenced the way that you feel you're comfortable saying, hello world, here I am, look at me. Or you may be a little more shy, of course, but still the potential inside of you to be who you are and to have a voice that comes from the truth of that. I call that essential speaking, and that's the name of my program, because I go for what's the essence? Who are you at your essential being? And when you connect with that, the essence of who you are, speaking then comes out in a natural way. So, three things that I'd like to share with you that I feel are important in my program that I work with people is presence, connection, and authenticity. First, with presence, it's learning how to be in this very moment. And in this very moment, there will be anxiety. How to be with anxiety, and the anxiety that comes from your own physical sensations, but the anxiety that also comes from the way you think that create um, anxiety for you, like, oh, will they love me, will they approve of me, will I fail? And so that the anxiety is a physical sensation. The anxiety is part of the way you talk to yourself, and that whole discovery of what prevents you from being just present, noticing. And the noticing is, I got a little heartbeat starting to get faster there. Then what do you do with that? Perhaps breathe, coming into a calmer state. If you notice those thoughts of, I'm going to blow it, I'm going to make a fool of myself, it's like, okay, I could look at those thoughts, or I could look at other thoughts that say, I have a lot of courage. look at me. I get to be here and I get to share, and putting the attention more on what it is and why you're there, your passion, and who you're sharing it with. So that leads from presence, that leads to connection. And the connection is to the, as I said before, to the essence of who you are, but a connection also to your listeners, a real genuine, a real authentic, a real, all I can say is real connection, because you're wanting to share what you have to say, and the people in front of you learning how to find perhaps maybe an essential quality about them, learning how to focus not on their judgments that you think that they are thinking. Then you need to look at what's good inside of them. Find the spark. Find what you like. Find what's good about people right in front of you, and that's a whole training in itself. Is how to refocus on something that is that you like about the person, even though they may be a judge for you. It's again focusing on the negative, or maybe focusing on what's more positive. And it's the whole idea of what you focus on is what you believe. So that in terms of going back to presence, connection, and the connection is to your essence, and the connection is to your listeners, so that there's an ability to just be with yourself, be with the moment, be with the person or the group that you're speaking with. And as long as we're talking about the group, it's still one person at a time, like a series of conversations, so that you can be conversational. And the third is authenticity. So what does that actually mean? So many public speaking experts say that just be yourself. Well, that's a discovery. And that's what my business in psychology is all about anyway, is helping people discover who they really are, and to challenge the ways in which they don't feel positive about themselves. It's all about self-esteem, right? So that authenticity, and finding what that first feels like, what that sounds like. There's a whole sensation in your body when you feel like, I'm there. I'm home. I'm alive. I'm in the moment. The life force is coming through me. I'm connected to a deep source which feeds me, um, feeds myself in this moment, and feeds myself as I am here speaking with people. So that's what I have to share today about my approach to speaking. I have 7 secrets that I have designed. That's a process, 7-step guide to speaking. And it's a book that I've also got the 7-step guide to finding your real voice, because that's what my emphasis is about, is authenticity and being yourself, being real, and being comfortable being and expressing yourself in this world. So, and you can find more about me at essentialspeaking.com, essentialspeaking.com. Thank you.